Okay, Jimmie Vaughan, the elder Vaughan brother, played at the House of Blues in Dallas on July the 13th, 2017. Now, I had always wanted to see Jimmie Vaughan play, and every time he came to Dallas, it was like a guitar festival or a whole weekend concert or something like that. And I always said if I ever had a chance just to see Jimmie Vaughan at a normal concert, I would be there. So I was. And this is how it went down. So put the shades on and let's all look bluesy cool here. Jimmie Vaughan, House of Blues, Dallas, Texas. It's all general admission. Just find yourself a seat. The usher told me as I wandered down into the Dallas House of Blues Thursday evening. Seats? Seats at the House of Blues? Well, lo and behold, the usual standing room only area of the venue was now filled with folding chairs. So, I took front row center stage seat. Wow, I thought, now I can see the Texas bluesman and perhaps lesser guitar god, Jimmie Vaughan, up close and personal. Back in the day, I blew my chance to see Jimmy's little brother, Stevie Ray Vaughan, when he played at Oklahoma State University way back in 1985. Now that's still a what the heck was I thinking moment in my life. However, I was not blowing a chance to check his big brother off my concert bucket list. Although most people may know way more about Stevie Ray Vaughan than big brother Jimmy, the elder Vaughan brother is not a talent that should be taken lightly. After all, the guy did open for Jimi Hendrix back in the day. And of course, Jimmie Vaughan was the guitar muscle behind the fabulous Thunderbirds back in the 80s. Ain't that tough enough? Ain't that tough enough? Tough enough. Now I can't remember the name of the opening act, but they were pretty awesome. Even though the bass guitar player looked way too much like Christopher Lloyd to be in a bluesy rock band. Yeah, they were good, but we were there to see the Dallas-born and Texas-bred blues rocker Jimmie Vaughan. And when the 66-year-old guitar slinger took to the stage, looking a bit like a Harvey Keitel these days, the hometown crowd of middle-aged rockers jumped up from their folding chairs and cheers. Well, I did for a few minutes anyway, and then I sat back down. "You're sitting down?" some ditzy chick behind me exclaimed. Well, yeah, I'm on the front row. Why do I need to stand? Or do you want to spend the rest of the show looking around me? Because I'm 6'2" and you're not. Do the awkward math here, lady. Besides, the House of Blues went to all this trouble to put out these chairs for us. Their efforts should not go in vain. Even though I didn't feel the need to stand up throughout the whole show, her enthusiasm was not altered in the least. And I often felt her hands banging the top of my head from her impassioned clapping. No problem. I've had 200-pound crowd surfers wearing combat boots sail over my head. I've survived that, and I'll survive this. Just like I survived the couple who decided to use the 2 feet of space between me and the stage as a dance floor while pounding on my feet. Oh well, it's only rock and roll, and I like it, or I tolerate it. For us who remember Jimmie's band, the Fabulous Thunderbirds, we know that Kim Wilson was the singer, and I never really thought of Jimmie as a singer. However, between dishing out tasty blues licks on his Fender Strat, Jimmie's voice rang out with the same intensity of that of his little brother, Stevie Ray. Although the two brothers seem to love their Fender guitars, there is certainly a difference in their styles of bending the strings. Where Stevie Ray played with such intensity, you'd think he was going to break all 6 strings and tear the neck off the guitar at times. The elder Vaughan is a bit more laid back in his playing style. Now, as he and his 5-piece band played through covers of such legendary performers as Webb Pierce and Clarence Gatemouth Brown, you can tell that Jimmie was enjoying playing as much as we were enjoying listening. Ditzy chick behind me and all. You know, I actually saw Clarence Gatemouth Brown open for Clapton once. That was way back in the 90s. Wow, those were the days. With a big smile on his face, Mr. Vaughan reached way back into the archives of blues, soul, and swing music to play songs like Etta James' If I Can't Have You and Jimmy Reed's You Got Me Running. Now, when he got tired of his own voice, he'd invite his longtime vocalist, Lou Ann Barton, to join in. Yeah, this lady looks like she's singing a few bars in her life and could probably kick your ass if riled. Of course, for an old band jock like me, a couple of the highlights for the show was when Jimmie handed the spotlight over to his trombone player, whose solos, well, made me want to go home and dig out my old horn. However, the biggest highlight of the show for most on hand was when Jimmie answered to the calls of the crowd and bent his strings to the Texas blues standard, Texas Flood. A song that his little brother used to bend his strings to oh so very well. Must be a family thing. Texas Flood. Yeah, so that was the Jimmie Vaughan concert in the House of Blues in Dallas, Texas. That was actually a couple of years ago, and I think Jimmie's actually been back to town maybe at least once since then. I would say if you're a fan of blues music, or just guitar music, or just good music, go check out Jimmie Vaughan. The tickets weren't that expensive, no. It's enough to make you want to go home and pull out your guitar. Or, in my case, pull out your trombone. See if I can still play this.